Why is the home office niche still so profitable for resellers? The truth is that remote work didn't disappear, it evolved into a long-term lifestyle. That shift keeps driving demand for quality office setups that blend comfort, function, and style. In this video, we're breaking down the ongoing demand for remote work equipment and why it's one of the top performing categories in today's market. Also, if you stay until the end, I answer questions and I react to some comments left on my channel. So if you ever have something to say, leave it in the comments below. Plus later, I have a very cool segment called Who Be Talking Shit, where we call out the internet trolls. It's always fun. And now back to the topic at hand. Look, here's the reality. Millions of people are still working from home, but they're doing so with low quality, outdated setups. Shitty chairs, bad lighting, and messy workspaces don't just look bad. They kill productivity and they can cause long-term physical strain. Remote work isn't a temporary fix anymore. It's part of the permanent work culture, and people are willing to spend a whole ton of money to make it comfortable and functional. And this is why the home office niche is still going strong. It's not only driven by personal preference, but also by necessity. And man, when you add those two things together, you have a profitable niche on your hands. A high quality ergonomic chair can easily change someone's comfort and productivity. And even small things like cable organizers, maybe an arm to move around your LCD screen, this can make your space feel way more comfortable and way more productive. Lots of people that work from home are always looking to do this. They're looking to upgrade their workspace and also make it look more professional. Because what if you're online, if you're on video, and then you have a shitty background? Nobody wants that. They want to make it look good. And when you break it down, this niche revolves around a handful of products that keep selling consistently year after year. Let me show you. First up, ergonomic office chairs. If you guys have never shopped for a good office chair, they are expensive. They can cost you hundreds, if not sometimes thousands of dollars, but for a reason. When people are spending 8 to 10 hours a day sitting, proper back support and good posture are not luxuries, they're necessities. Models from brands like Herman Miller and Steelcase can last up to 10 freaking years. This is why people spend the money that they spend on them. The adjustable features allow people to tune their chair however they feel more comfortable so that it can fit their body type. And as more and more people talk about lower back health and back health in general, people are now looking at these chairs as investments, not just another piece of furniture. And I have to say, for those of you that are always in front of the screen, and I'm talking to you right now, I know you're always listening. I know you're always doing something online, especially gamers too. I recommend just spend the money and get a good chair. In fact, right now I'm looking for the perfect chair. I don't know how much I'm going to spend, probably $300 to $500 for a good chair, but it makes all the difference. You can adjust it. It feels great. You can sit in it. Your ass doesn't hurt for sitting down 6 to 8 hours. It's insane. And more so for me, because not only am I doing listing now, but I have to do a lot of editing. So I am spending more and more time sitting, which I hate. But, it is what it is. Next is adjustable standing desks. The ability for you to be able to sit when you need to sit, stand when you need to stand is huge for comfort and health. Today's top tier desks come with electric motors that move them up and down for quick height changes. They can also come with cable management and even power outlets so they can make them kind of all-in-one kind of item. They help reduce back pain, they improve circulation, and if you've ever seen them, they fit really well in professional offices as well as like a casual gaming area. Then you have monitor stands, arms, and wall mounts that kind of pivot. These are small upgrades that make a big difference. Raising the monitor to eye level takes stress off of the neck and the shoulders. And when you have an arm that you can kind of position perfectly, it works especially well when you have multi-monitor setups like the one that I have right here. My monitors can come out of the wall and swivel to point in any direction in my office. And it's cool because sometimes I sit in my corner chair to read with the monitor displaying a crackling fire with some smooth jazz. Yeah, it's that awesome. They also clear valuable desk space, and they can work with ultra wide monitors. What you guys saw right now in my setup, it's two 27-inch monitors, and I am going to be upgrading them here pretty soon. Now, I don't think I'm going to do both of them. I think I'm only going to do the bottom one. I'm going to upgrade to a 34-inch, which is way bigger, but you're able to do that. And this is what people are looking for. They're looking for a clean workspace. Task lighting is another key category. Having the proper desk lamp can cut down on headaches, eye strain, and fatigue over long sessions that you might be spending in front of your screen. A lot of them have dimming features and maybe color temps that you can change so that people can adjust, depending on what time of day they're working. These can be compact, stylish, and often they're powered by USB for convenience. Let's say that you want to plug it into your computer, to your laptop, to whatever you have near you, or to a little square, right? Because there's squares everywhere now. So you can just plug it into that. These lamps make a workspace intentional and inviting. In my case, I didn't want all that tech. I didn't want like a controller. I didn't want any of that. I wanted an older look, but I did get to choose the light bulb. So if you look at the one that I have in my desk, it's gorgeous. I bought it for only $8 at auction. And the only thing that I had to do was that I had to color in the stained glass because it was all white and it was just way too boring for me. Finally, cable management solutions. It's not a sexy category, but it always sells because nobody wants messy wires. Cable trays, sleeves, and adhesive clips, they keep everything really neat and tidy in your space. And you know what? You can even choose the colors of your cable management. When it matches everything around you, when it matches your desk or the wall maybe, it blends into the background so it looks way more professional. Now that's just a little extra because as you can see right here, mine is black on a white desk because I give two shits about that. It's fine as long as it works for my cable, that's all I need. A clean workspace isn't just nice to look at. It's a lot less stressful and it always makes you more productive. It just feels good. And I stand by that. Look, the work from home shift has gone from a quick fix to a permanent part of life. That's why all this gear for remote work is moving and will continue to move across a whole ton of categories. These aren't impulse purchases. These are investments that people are making so that they can feel better, work better, and live better. And I know that a lot of you are going to understand this, but hybrid work schedules make this need even better because people want to feel when they're at work that they're at work, that the office feels like an office. They want to be productive. They want to make sure that they do their work well, but they also want that setup to feel down to earth, to feel homey. So this is why they spend money on all these items. From big items like desk chairs down to small accessories, anything that adds comfort, organization, and efficiency is in demand. This isn't just a passing trend. It's a mindset shift in how we approach work. People working from home will always invest in comfort and productivity. From cables to chairs, the profit is still there. Thank you for staying until now. If you like this info so far, give this video a like, share this with anyone that needs to see it, and subscribe for more. All right, let's keep going here. Let me go to the back end so I can answer some questions and react to some comments. Let's go. First, we're going to start with this week's segment of We'll Be Talking Shit. Oh, I love this segment. Just give me a second. I need to move my camera as always because the hat says it all, baby. There you go. All right, let's look at the first one here. This goes out to at Fire Surfer. They are referencing eBay sellers beware these 5 sneaky scams. And then this person says, you should avoid the use of possibly racist verbiage. This is not professional. I had to call this person out because this to me is talking shit. First off, this is what I said. I said, I don't recognize your cancel culture. Who says what's professional? You? The collective? I call it how I see it. If you don't like it, you can always watch a different channel. Plain and simple. I don't like people that thinking now that everything is possibly racist. Everything is going to hurt somebody's feelings. Everything this, everything that. I'm not that person. I don't self-censor and I don't want to be censored or won't allow to be censored by anyone else. So there you go. Next person here. This goes out to Enjoy Silver 7752. This person went on a rampage on a few of the videos. This is just one of them. Feeling burnt out? Watch this before you give up on reselling. That's what he's referencing. So it says, everyone should unsubscribe from YouTubers who push promoting on eBay. Anyone who sources high demand items has no need to give eBay higher fee percentage. If you're not sourcing high demand items, you have nobody to blame but yourself. Okay, so Everybody should unsubscribe to a YouTuber saying that you should promote on eBay. Okay, so marketing doesn't work. I understand you're paying a high percentage. I also understand that there's competitive markets. And sometimes in a competitive market, you have to stand out. And if you have to market, then that's what you got to do. That's exactly what you're doing when you're paying eBay to promote. What do you think happens when you have your own .com? When you go on Shopify? When you have to, maybe you open something on Wix and you have to push out your product. You have to pay Google ads or Facebook ads or Instagram or TikTok. You have to advertise. This is the same thing. You're just doing it on eBay. What's the problem? I don't see the problem. Unsubscribed. Che vato. Oh, that cracks me up. Oh, and that was it. I only had 2 this week. That is it for this week's segment of Hobie Talking Shit. Oh, I love this segment. There's always trolls, by the way. I had a whole bunch more, but you know, we're not going to make this whole video negative and we're not going to let them win because they just come and talk shit and just whatever, man. Like if you have, fine. If you have something to say, fine. That's okay. Leave it in the comments, but you are going to be called out if you're going to be talking smack. And if you have good questions or good something else, you can leave it too, and I will answer. For example, this one. This goes out to I don't know how to say that, amousanon. They are referencing 3 hot eBay niches you're sleeping on. Says, you put your cost in SKU. Isn't that viewable in the listing details? So this is what he's referencing. Let me open my page right here. So that right there, that's the custom SKU label. I put information. Normally I put like what the cost of goods was when I listed it first. I put all kinds of random information in there for me. Now, does that show to the customer? Does that show anywhere? No, that's only for you and it's only for the back end. The reason I do that is because I want to have a bunch of information at the palm of my hand, something easy so that I don't have to look through Excel sheets and spreadsheets and this and that. It's so much faster this way. That's why I do that. Next question or comment. This goes out to at SRHPB8923. The secret to fewer returns on eBay. That was my Resellupe ad. Says, yes, you're absolutely right. They don't read. eBay is terrible. All I said is this, look, agreed that they don't read. Like customers, not everybody, but a lot of customers don't read the descriptions. They don't look at the pictures, but it's not eBay. It's people. It just happens, you know, this happens in all platforms, unfortunately. So when you find yourself saying things like that, I hate Amazon, I hate eBay, I hate this, I hate that, I hate e-commerce. Don't do that. It's not good for you. It's not good for your mental health. And it's not good for your positivity so that your business can move forward. Because this is a broader issue with people because our attention span is getting even more, you know, smaller and smaller. We don't want to wait even 5 seconds to see anything. I want it now. I want all of my information right now. I saw it on TikTok, and if it's 15 seconds or more, I'm not even going to watch it. It's insane, man. People are getting so crazy with that. And all I'm saying is that don't let the negativity get to you. It's not just eBay because eBay is terrible. It's not eBay. It's almost every single platform that you get on. It's people. It's society. So that's all I had to say about that. Next, this goes out to a representing 50 plus. She is referencing new eBay photo tool. This was my first Resellupe when I first launched it last December. She says, nice tool. You should add a short video to your auction showing it how it works. She meant listing. I just saw it on your YouTube videos. A video in the auction would definitely help. Well, check this out. This is my updated, and now it's going to be a listing that is a lot more optimized. So now you have that photo in the front. I have all the photos, of course, right there. I do have a video, which I'm not going to play right now because I don't need to play it, but I have that video. And then if you keep going down, look at this. Now I have made it look nicer. So it has the picture right there. It has the Resellupe with my own brand colors, which is the blue, the yellows, the greens. It has all the information right there, simple solution, what's included. It gives you all that all the way to the bottom, and then want fewer returns and faster sales. Grab the Resellupe set today and show your buyers exactly what they're getting. That was my tagline in that video. So I said, okay, this is something good for those of you that sell product that you can constantly replenish. If you're selling your own product that you're making or you're buying or you're private labeling or you're white labeling or whatever people call it, whenever you do that, you should probably do this. You should optimize your listing because you're only going to do it once and that's it. And how do you do it? You have to go on your back end. You have to build an HTML code that does all these colorings, that moves your verbiage around, that moves your pictures around, and so on and so forth. For those of you that are part of the posse, and those of you that are 40 cal members of the posse, I'm building out the HTML builder for you guys as well. Not only do you get access to Bruce, which is the one that helps you make the titles and the descriptions and all that for your listings, now I will add another one that will help you make HTML code on the back end by giving it your brand colors, and then you give it some pictures and you tell it what the kind of the vibe of what you want your product to say or what you want to say for your business, and it will build it out for you. You just copy it, paste it on your back end, which is super simple, and then you build out optimized listings like that. So stay tuned for that. And for those of you that can ask me, when is it going to be done? I'm not sure yet. I'm building it out because I don't like to release just any shitty program. I want to make sure that it works well. Next comment or question. This goes out to at Scott Reynolds 52 or 5902. So this was an interesting one for me, and you'll see why right now. This person says, what a great video and perhaps a great tool. He's talking about the RESELLOUPE. I like how you're obviously a kind of a newbie, no disrespecting to selling a product, but you pulled it off really well. I'm actually not a newbie to selling a product, but he said, no disrespect, I understand. Maybe to him, I'm supposed to sound like Billy Mays in the 90s. I don't know. I have my own style. A video is kind of clunky. I don't know where you got that from, but whatever. Yet it works so far. Kudos. It says, unfortunately, anybody can make a homemade version of that tool in a few minutes. Using the loop in a colored scissor handle is one thing that comes to mind. But still, it was a great video, and I wish you the best of luck. And I wanted to put this out here because this person was giving me constructive feedback, and he wasn't talking shit. He was just saying it real. And this is what I answered him. And pay attention to this mindset. I get your point, but let me provide a different perspective to stay positive about entrepreneurship. Anyone could make pancakes at home easily, yet IHOP has customers every morning. The difference is that I did it and people rather buy it than make it. Plus, it looks way better than some ghetto version made at home, which it does, because I've seen some ghetto-ass versions that look like shit. The people that put in the time and effort into their ideas always reap the rewards. Most people won't. They don't have the drive to do so. Thank you for your take and for being respectful, unlike many others on the channel, like the people talking shit. Having some conversations with sane people are always the best. Thank you very much. So I wanted to put this up here again because I wanted to give you that mindset. The mindset is, well, anybody can do this, but anybody didn't. I did. That's the point. Has anybody around you ever said that to you? Well, I could do that too. Well, then why don't you? Why didn't you? Why don't you run your own business? Oh, I could run a business. Okay, well, then why do you work a 9 to 5? Well, because it just happens that right now I'm working a 9 to 5. Like, no, people like that, usually they're saying it because they don't have the same mindset. They don't understand what an entrepreneur goes through. They don't understand what it takes on the back end to put in the effort, put in the time, and push forward. Everybody could say that. Oh, I could have done it too. Well, why didn't you? Why didn't you? Why is it that it took me to make this product, not anyone else? You know, people have ideas all the time, but yet most people don't come through with their ideas. They don't put the energy and the time because it's hard. It's difficult. So if you have one of those ideas, this is the reason why I wanted to put this comment up here. If you have a big idea, if you want to leave your 9 to 5 and start your own business, if you want to make your own product, if you have a new invention, if you want to pitch something to somebody so that they can give you a contract so that they can sell it for you, do it. Don't be that person that says, well, you know, I could do it, but I'm not going to do it right now. I am that good, yet I'm not going to do it right now. Don't be that person. Push through and go get it. That's what's going to set you apart from everybody else. Next question or comment. This goes out to a perfect clean water damager 6061. He is referencing 5 reasons resellers should pay attention to viral ad campaigns. This was the one with Sydney Sweeney. Says, I would never waste my time trying to sell a pair of used jeans, new jeans, or any jeans. How much profit is in it? 10, 20 bucks? Sell things for thousands of dollars and make thousands of dollars profit. Everybody's worried about clothes on eBay. I wouldn't sell clothes for the last time to sell. That put you in the ghetto world of thrift stores. No, thank you. Okay. Well, thank you very much for providing your insight. Sure. I understand where you're coming from. I get it. If I sell Lamborghinis, I'm selling to a different type of clientele. But let me give you a different perspective on that. I bet that everybody was telling Sam Walton that his business model wasn't going to work. For those of you that don't know who Sam Walton is, he was the founder of Walmart. Walmart now has the most locations, most physical locations in the US and employs the most people. Multi-billion-dollar company, huge company. And his margins were small and still are. Some margins they have that are super large margins, but usually they run on a very tight margin because they have the lowest prices. I'm sure that somebody told him that it wasn't going to be feasible, that his business wasn't going to work. Yet, he made it work. The reason I bring this up is because the thought process has to change. There is a market for high-end items like yachts and Lamborghinis and jet planes and all that kind of stuff. But there's also a market for very small margin, high volume items. And there is no good or bad. Although he was saying that he wouldn't do it, and that's fine. I understand. I respect that. Then you do you, no problem. And I kind of wanted to bring this up because I get this all the time on the channel. People that always want to put themselves above, and maybe not him because he didn't say anything against anybody, but people want to put themselves above like, oh man, I would never do that. I only sell like X amount of product with X amount of money. And then they want to kind of make you feel bad about what you do. Don't let them do that. That's not okay. Don't let the people that want to talk down to you, don't let them win, because it's not okay to do that. If you have a business that is working, selling jeans, selling shirts, selling whatever, and you're okay with the margins, you're okay with the amount of energy that it takes to make that money, then who am I to say anything? Who is anybody to say anything? You do you, and you go get your money, no matter what. Next question or comment. This goes out to at Scuba Cop 2345. They're referencing the number one thing that saves me from costly returns. Oh, this is a good one. It says, beware. If you buy the RESELLOUPE, your kids are going to want to steal it and play detective. You should probably buy two. I wanted to put this out here because I wanted to say, hey, kids, if you're watching this, go hide them, because that's going to force your parents to buy some more from me. Oh, that was just a cheap insert right there for my product. I thought it was funny. Next, this goes out to at Moss535. The next two comments are going to be around the same lines. They're referencing how to shoot clothing photos faster on eBay. This person says, I'm 10 seconds in and you're carrying, so you're A+ in my book. 2A sellers unite, because I'm carrying my weapon, my everyday carry. The next person, this goes out to a Blue Butterfly 4417. She says, thank you so much. I just subscribed to your channel. I have been binge watching. I live in Florida and have my permit to carry. I love that you carry your weapon at all times. Much blessings to you and your loved ones. I wanted to put these up here because I get this question a lot. Why do you have to do that? Why is it on your video? I am not doing it to show off. Never. That's not the point. I'm doing it to remind people that you're not the only one that understands that it is our right, our Second Amendment right to carry. Nobody can tell you not to. And I want you to feel and to understand that there are a bunch of us that get it. That we are a group of people that are always ready to protect when we have to and fight against tyranny when we have to. This is what it was built for. So I carry all the time on camera as a reminder to everybody else. Whenever I'm out and about, I never open carry. I'm always concealed. But the point, again, is because I want to remind everybody that you have that Second Amendment right. And to all of you that like, well, why do you do that? It's not okay. You shouldn't have weapons. You know what? I don't give two shits about what you think. I have a right to do it, And so does everybody else living in the United States. And it will always, always remind you of that. That's it. That's the only reason I do that. So to all these people, thank you very much for all of that. And that is it, everybody. Thank you for joining me for today. As you saw earlier, the niche in investing into like home office products that are constantly selling because people are now working from home all the time. It's a great niche. Where can you get these things? You can buy them from local auctions, new and used. You can buy them from maybe discount stores. You can go and buy them from a whole bunch of different places. Now, am I going to give you exactly where to go? No, that's up to you. You need to do the work. But I can tell you that you can find them all the time. For example, hotel auctions. When they're getting rid of their old stuff, they get rid of chairs, desks, all these kind of items. You can go and bid on them, and then you can go and move them to somebody locally. You can go and resell them. Or if you know how to take them down and put them in a nice box, you can ship them online. They're great. It's insane how much money you can make with this stuff, and it's not going away. So for those of you that are wondering if it's a good niche, yes, it is. There is constantly new need for these products. So keep that in mind next time you're outsourcing. To continue supporting the channel, you can always send your thanks with the thanks button down below. You can buy the RESELLOUPE to add value to the photos you're already taking. Better photos means better sales, plain and simple. And you can become a member of the Resellutions posse and get access to videos that no one else has access to, plus a couple of AI engines to help you with your listing. As always, give this video a like, share this with anyone that needs to see it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss awesome videos like this. See you in the next one. Peace and cheers, everybody. Woohoo! I love these videos, by the way, because I enjoy my office area and I'm constantly trying to make it feel better, trying to make it more comfortable, more productive. And I really do believe in these niches. They make money. So really think about it when you're out and about sourcing. And it doesn't necessarily have to be all new. You can also make it, you can also buy it used. It's okay. As long as you understand the margins, what the shipping is going to be like and all that, because typically you're looking at heavier items unless it's lamps and things of the sort. But tables and chairs and oh my, it just depends. See you in the next one. Peace. And I really do believe in these niches. I really do believe in these niches. I really do believe in these niches.